Threes and Threads. My name's Kate. Hello if you're new here. Welcome back if you're joining us again. Today we are going to be going through my priority list for 2026. I have put together a list of 26 books that I would like to prioritize in the coming year. Did I do very well with my 25 in 2025? No, mainly because I made a series. And the aim for me was to go through all of the series that I was really interested in getting to, ones that I hadn't gotten to yet, and try and at least start all of those, if not finish some of them. And I was not successful at all. So I have actually picked 26 books this time, individual books. Some of them are ones that were from my original priority series list from last year, and hopefully we are a bit more successful this year. I am mind blown by the number of books that I have managed to read this year. I have never ever in my imagination thought that I could get 104 books read in a year. That is insane. And at the time of filming this, we still do have a few days left. I flew through my last book. I read it in a day. So it's possible that I could get a couple more, who knows? And when this video comes out, I will have officially been on YouTube for a year. I think I posted my first video on YouTube on the 2nd of January. So I think that falls this year on a Friday. And generally my videos come out on a Thursday, though we'll see how we go. I might actually post this one on Friday instead, just to commemorate my first year date on the 2nd. It's been such a wonderful ride. I have enjoyed all the things that have come with YouTube so far. I have learned so much just about putting together videos, editing, filming. I think I've gotten a lot better at that over this year, and just super proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something different and something fun and something for me. And I've just really enjoyed every minute of it. You may notice as well behind me, my books are looking slightly different. I have turned them all around so that I can't see the sprayed edges. Steph from Steph Loves, I'm pretty sure I saw her talk about it anyway when I was watching one of her videos. And she has them this way so she can see the spines of all of the ones that she hasn't read. And then when she reads them, she turns them around to see the sprayed edges. And I just thought actually that's a really good idea because I'm forgetting some of the titles of some of the books that I actually own. And when I'm looking for them, the sprayed edges, now that I'm getting more of them, aren't jumping out at me as much. I think for now at least, I'm going to have them all with their spines out until I have read them, and then I'm going to turn them around so we can see the pretty sprayed edges. So there are a couple on this shelf behind me that I have actually finished already, so they have been turned around. But yeah, hopefully we can go back to a full sprayed edge shelf fairly soon. Some of the books that I have coming up will definitely help with that. So let's go through them. I don't know that I'm going to go into a huge amount of detail for each book, mainly because we've already spoken about them in previous videos, or they are older series or in the middle of series, and I think most people will already know about most of them. Some of these are ones that I own already. Some are backlist titles that I've had on my list for a fair while. There are, however, some on my priority list that I don't own or that haven't come out yet. So there are a few 2026 releases that I am super excited about getting to, hopefully as soon as they are released. And then just a couple that either have come out independently and are getting published traditionally that I don't have my hands on yet, or that I just haven't purchased a copy of yet. There'll be a bit of a mix. We'll do the ones that I own first and then jump into the ones that I don't own or the ones that are going to get released in 2026. First up, we have To Cage a Wild Bird by Brooke Fast. I absolutely love this edition that I got from Fairy Loot. It is spectacular. I also have a regular edition of this checked out currently from my library. And I have just been really eager to get to this one. I've heard such great things about it, and yeah, just super intrigued to see, one, if I can find a new author that I like, and two, if it's just going to be a book that I enjoy. Next up, we have The Wind Weaver by Julie Johnson. I bought this one from Facebook Marketplace again because I really love the edition that Fairy Loot had put out. I heard Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy talking about this one and raving about it, and she just made it sound super intriguing. So I would really like to get to this one, see if I enjoy it, ready for the possibility of book 2 coming out in 2026. We then have an oldie that I have added to a list before, but I really need to get to this series. I have had this on my shelves for an insane amount of time, and that is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Robin Hobb is a staple in fantasy. This series has had such rave reviews, and I feel like I'm missing out. I have genuine FOMO that I am never going to get to this, and I think that would just be a travesty. So I'm going to try again. This was on my 2025 series in 2025, and I didn't manage to get it started. So hopefully this year we will manage to achieve that goal and start reading Assassin's Apprentice. Another series that is not finished yet, but I don't think it's far off, and I'm pretty sure the next book comes out this year, but I need to start before I can get to that, and that is Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. Again, I have heard such good things about this series, not specifically this book, more from book 2, but super intrigued by this world to see if I actually like it. I love this paperback edition that I got, and yeah, really eager to get to this one. We then have a series from a new favourite author of mine. I read 2 full series of hers last year and absolutely ate them up. Loved both of them and gave them all like 5 stars, I'm pretty sure. But heard awesome things about this book as well, and that is Blood and Steel by Helen Schurer. So this is the first in the Legends of Thesmar series. And again, I'm just super eager to get to it and see why everyone loves it so much. I have really enjoyed Helen's writing in the past, though that was her YA stuff. This was her first foray into adult, so that will be super intriguing. I am a little bit nervous that it's going to get too spicy for me, but I'm hoping for the best. I already have special editions of these. They're just on the shelf above the one you can see that I got from Bookish and Spice, and just really eager to get into this one. I also have this on audio. I've heard this is a great audio to listen to as well. So my next Helen Schurer. We then have what would probably be considered a staple YA fantasy that I have never gotten to, and now I'm super intrigued to try, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I had this, I think, definitely had it on my want to read list for all of 2025 when I found out about it. I quite really enjoy the cover as well. I do own the first 2 in this series, so it would be great to actually start these. It is 4 books in this series, so it wouldn't take me a huge amount of time to actually read them if I did pick them up, but super eager to give this one a go. Next up, we have one that I have been told numerous times that I need to read, and I know I do. I've been wanting to read it for so long. I also am really happy that in 2025, I did manage to find a really good condition secondhand copy of this book, and that is Angel's Blood by Nalini Singh. I've heard such good things about Nalini Singh, and this series is epic, and I think she's still writing it. Like, there's a lot of books, but this is book 1. We got to start at the beginning. So intrigued to get this on my list. This is also a book that I will be using for my Fantasy Bingo for 25-26. So I need to get to this one before April, because otherwise I'm going to fail that challenge. So this one's going to be a fairly high priority in 2026. The next book, again, was from a new to me author in 2025, and I absolutely ate up the 2 books that I did read in September of hers. I am currently up to Ashes and the Star-Cursed King in the Nightborn duet, which is from the Crowns of Nyaxia series by Carissa Broadbent. I loved book 1. I gave it 5 stars. I flew through it, and I then picked up the little novella that comes in between this one and the first one, which was 6 Scorched Roses. I really enjoyed it, and I'm so eager to see how it all joins together, and I'm so annoyed at myself that I haven't already read this. This I did put on my November TBR, I think, as my free choice, and I just didn't manage to get to it, and I haven't managed to get to it in December. So this one I would like to get to fairly early on in 2026 and see what happens. I don't want to have a situation where I have waited way too long and don't remember what happens in the first one. So this one needs to get read. We then have the first book in the new adult series of an author I have read from before and really enjoyed, though never ended up finishing her original series, and that is The Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. I have loved what I have read of the Mortal Instruments series. I never finished it. I don't know what happened. It was years ago when I did read it. It was when it came out, when the movies came out and the TV show. I really enjoyed the TV show in the end, though I don't feel like anyone has ever managed to get Jace right from that series, actor-wise. They've just never worked for me, but the rest of the cast was awesome. I have really, like I said, enjoyed Cassandra Clare's writing style, and I've heard really good things about this. This is more political, high fantasy, high fantasy is right up my alley. So I am really looking forward to getting to this one. I do also own the second in this series, The Rag Picker King, and yeah, super intrigued to see what it's all about. Hopefully in time for the third book to come out, and I don't know if that is planned for 2026 at this stage, but it would be awesome if it was, or even if it was early 2027. If I could get to this one and the next one, that would be great, but definitely this one first. We then have another one that, again, one of my friends has been at me to read, and I have been super eager to get to it as well. This book I have slotted in as my dystopian read in my subgenres for Herkhead, so it is definitely high on my priority list. I've only got one book left, this book, to finish that out, and that is Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I would also like to get to this as the second book has come out already or is about to come out. That would be awesome. I would also like to make sure that I get my hands on a sprayed edge version of the second book so that they can at least match. Though it doesn't have any real art on it, I do like just the block sprayed edge on this one, and I would just like them to match. I love the cover on this and how it shimmers a little bit, and I was so happy when I found this when I went to Babe in May of 2025. I picked it up straight away as soon as I saw it on Harry Harthog's sale table. Really looking out for the next one, but need to read this one to see if I actually like it. And I have high hopes that I will. So super eager to get to this one. Next up, we have another one that I have heard people raving about, and I just really hope that I like it as well, and that is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I should have read this one already in the hopes of starting Brimstone when that came out, but it hasn't been too long since the release of the second one, and hopefully I will get to both of them, but especially this one, before the third book comes out. So I love the like shiny sprayed edges on this. This cover definitely is working better for me in real life than it did when I saw it online originally, but super eager to add this one to my list. Alrighty, our next bio. Another one I've heard rave reviews about. Have tried her as an author in another series. No, I don't think I ended up getting to any of her books yet, so I am super intrigued to try her as an author, but that is The Bridge Kingdom by Daniel L. Jensen. That's what it was. I had her other duology on my 25 series in 2025. I think I might start here though with this one and give The Bridge Kingdom a go. I think this is a teen series, and I just feel like I, for the most part, enjoy teen more than a lot of the adult stuff. So have heard wonderful things about this series, and I'm super eager to try. The next book is one that I have been trying to finish for a very long time. I only have 2 books, 3 maybe, left in the series. I need to get it done, and I've put it on so many lists in the attempt to get it done, and I just keep putting it off. But hopefully this year will be my year, and that is Towers of Midnight by Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson. I am so close to the end, but they are so big. And it's not even the size that's putting me off. I don't know what it is. I need to finish it. I need to know how it ends. And I will get to it. I swear. I have this one, Memory of Light, but technically I also have New Spring. I never read that when it came out, and I don't know if I need to. So if you think that I need to read New Spring, let me know. I will add that in. But for the most part, I'm just aiming to get this one and Memory of Light done. But I need to get this series finished. It is criminal how long I have been reading it. The next ones are, again, ones that I had on my 25 series in 2025. Ones that I am really eager to get to, and I just don't know why I haven't picked them up yet. So they are 2 of Nora Roberts' series, and I have really enjoyed the trilogies of hers that I have read, and I have high hopes for these because they are fantasy ones. So we have Dark Witch by Nora Roberts, which is the first book in a Cousins O'Dwyer trilogy. This is set in Ireland. I love Ireland. And it is on one of my Hercad TBRs. So this one I really do need to get to soon. And hopefully I can just really quickly binge all 3 in the trilogy, but it needs to get read. In the same vein as that, we have The Awakening, again by Nora Roberts. This is the first in the Dragonheart legacy. And I'm just super intrigued. I love the cover. I really want to know. You've got the word dragon in it. I'm sold. I really need to get to it. My next book is from a new author for me, and I am super intrigued to give her stuff a go. I have heard rave things about this series in particular, but also some of her other work. So super intrigued. But let's start with the beginning series, the one that I've heard about the most recently because she's rewritten them on their anniversary editions. And that is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. So the cover is enticing. I've heard covers with Cassidy rave about this series. She's just made me super eager to give it a try. I have also got in my new library challenge, Priory of the Orange Tree, which is also written by her. But yeah, let's give this one a go, make it a little bit of a priority and pop it on my 26 in 2026. The next one is another double up on an author, but one I have decided that I am going to prioritize both in here for 2026 and on Hercad, and I'm going to make this hopefully my trilogy for my series Staircase, and that is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I loved Serpent and the Wings of the Night, so I'm really enjoying her writing style. I'm hoping that I found a new author that I really love. So eager to try or start her next series as well to see if it's just The Crowns of Nyaxia that I like or if I just like her as an author. We then have a series from an author that I know I really enjoy, and I'm not entirely sure why I haven't gotten to this one yet because I have heard really good things about it, and that is Lynette Noni's The Prison Healer. This is the first in a trilogy. Again, I really enjoyed what I read from her. The Madoran Chronicles was great. So let's get this one done. This is only a trilogy. I can do it. And I'm really intrigued by the cover. I love the flower and the design. I think I'm really going to like it. And we are down to just 2 left that I own physically. So first off, we have one that I was super intrigued about as soon as I saw it in 2025, and it's Criminal that I haven't gotten to it yet because I absolutely love the edition that I have in my hands as well, and that is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. Like, look at those sprayed edges, and if a sequel comes out, I need to be able to get my hands on it and know that I am going to love it. This is the Illumicrate special edition. I unfortunately am not on the Illumicrate subscription anymore, but hopefully if I do enjoy this one, which I have high hopes that I will still be able to get my hands on the next one when they do a version of it. Hopefully a matching one, but yes, this is very high on my to-read list. And last but definitely not least of this section anyway, we have When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Again, I absolutely am obsessed with this version, and I'm so glad that I managed to get my hands on it. This was bought out by the Lock Library and it was just stunning, and when I saw it, had to have it. It sold out so quickly after it was in one of the subscription boxes, but I am so glad that I managed, like I said, to get my hands on it. Super intrigued to get to this one, and the sequel is coming out fairly early in 2026, so I'd like to have this one read fairly early on in 2026. Okay, let's go into the ones now I don't own that did come out in 2025, if not before. The first one is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Camera. Again, she's an author that I have really enjoyed her YA series of. Specifically her fantasy stuff, though I have read some of her contemporary, and though I like her writing style, I do think more her fantasy stuff is for me. But it's not to say that I'm not going to give her contemporary a try. This one I think it's going to hit better for me than a lot of her others. So super eager to get to this one. This is a series that is fully all out, I think. It's only a trilogy. I should be able to get to it fairly quickly, but would really like to give this one a go. The next one that I am adding to my list is one that I have been hearing such great things about. I'm pretty sure the author has just been traditionally picked up, but has released all of these originally independently, and that is Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill. Again, super intrigued, love the covers, think it's a dragon, epic high fantasy series. Where can you go wrong? This is definitely going on my priority list. Next we have The Wolf King by Lauren Palfreyman, and I am super intrigued by this book. I'm loving the look of just the regular cover of this. I have seen some special editions and they've been okay, but there's something about that regular cover that is really drawing me in. So if I could just find one with like regular sprayed edges, that would be awesome. But first off, I just need to see if I like it and give it a go. I've heard so many good things about it. I think the second book is about to come out if it hasn't already. So I really need to get on this one and give it a go and see if I need to get my hands on a fancy edition of it. So that one is very high up on my list. Super intrigued. Our last three of our 26 books are ones that have not yet been released but are due to come out in 2026, and a series that I am eager to see what is going to happen in. First off, we have Furybound by Sable Sorensen. Though I didn't really love Diabound, I did enjoy myself, and I'm hoping that I'm going to obsess about book 2. The things that I didn't like about book 1 are hopefully all wrapped up now, and we can move on and get more info with the wolves and see what's gonna happen. I am super intrigued and very eagerly awaiting the next one in this series. Next was another one that I gave 5 stars for this year and I super ate up, but book 2 is so close to coming out, it's not funny, and that is Rights of the Starling by Devney Perry. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen and want to get my hands on this one as soon as I can when it comes out. And our 26th book in our priority list is The Knave and the Moon by Rachel Gillig, which is book 2 in the Stonewater Kingdom. I absolutely loved my time in The Knight and the Moth. Bartholomew, such a good character. That edition from Fairyloot is spectacular. My favorite book on my shelves that I own. And I cannot wait to see what is going to happen. And I cannot wait to see Fairyloot's special edition of it. And just am so excited to get to it. And so glad that I have found Rachel Gillig as an author. I have now read everything that she has brought out and am super eager to keep continuing on with her. So that is my priority list. I'm sure there are books on there that you have already read. What ones do you think that I need to actually prioritize from my priority list? I'd love to know. Leave them down below. And I'm just so eager to get to all of these books, finish off series, start series, continue on, and just have a great time. What are your priorities for 2026? I would love to know. Please, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do that as well. I would love to have you on board. I cannot believe there are 327 of you in this first year. Thank you so much for watching my videos, commenting if you've been commenting, and just having such a great time. I hope you are having a wonderful break over Christmas and New Year's if you do get to. If you're not and you're having to work, I hope that the days aren't too bad for you. But I just hope that wherever you are having a really wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.